Professor Yuxia, Professor Lee, and ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to talk about the carinatum repair with the sandwich technique. We can think, how can we repair the protruded chest wall? We can just think about the simple external compression, which can be done by bracing or the technique Dr. Abramson developed. And another must be a sandwich technique. When we see this kind of carinatum, we have some angulated bony structure on the front. So once we just push down try to push down the protrusion, it's going to go this way. So probably this part is not what we want. Theoretically or in reality, if you want to transform something into a different type, you have two kinds of momentums. If you push down, you have some support below. We need a two to tango. So this technique must not be a complete one. So we have to do this kind of approach to make it straight. The final result must be this way. This is going to be a sandwich. So we see we can transform the protruded chest wall to a decent and normal chest wall with the sandwich technique. For the symmetric types, obviously we can use the internal and the external bars to press mold to remodel the chest wall. And then the asymmetric type, especially we need the internal bars, because if you push down, it's not going to be a form that you wanted. And in the mixed form, definitely we need some support or lifting from the below. Otherwise, we cannot achieve any results. So my techniques has been press molding sandwich technique and the modifications, flare buster and magic string. The indications were pectus carinatum, asymmetric complex types, and the excavatum carinatum complex, flare buster, and magic string for residual focal protrusions. It's been, now it's more than 1,000 cases. Maybe we don't have enjoyed the movie today, so. In those kind of complex cases, we need to push down here, and then at the same time, we need to lift here. So with the sandwich technique, we can make the chest wall even, like this way. The flare buster is a very simple technique, but very useful. Preoperatively, we see the flare, lower costal flares, but when you put the bar in, it still sticks out here even more than before. So we need to do something here. And with the flare buster, probably you saw this technique in the operating room on the day one. So by doing this, we can make the very decent chest wall configuration. Magic string is the same idea, but the position of the approach is different. Many times we see this kind of, actually the second case of the live surgery, we had a protruded parasternal area, so that patient required the sandwich technique finally. So many times we see this kind of focal protrusions with the pectus excavatum repair. So to relieve this, I put the two string compressions, kind of a sandwich variation. Conclusively, sandwich technique can correct pectus carinatum and the mixed deformities, very low complication rate. But in my earlier experience, just a little bit insufficient correction. But that's why I changed my technique from sandwich 1 to sandwich 2 technique. Thank you.